Hello, this is Mish. Welcome to this preview of Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 Open Beta. Being open and honest, I received this open beta key for free, but that will not change my interpretation and thoughts on this title. So this game is an open beta, so just keep that in mind. Take everything you see with a grain of salt. A few components of the game may change over time, or perhaps a large amount. Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is being released on 4th of April, and currently you can pre-order at a price of $49.99 US. If you pre-order, you get the season pass for free. Just to clarify, I think pre-ordering games is generally a bad idea and don't encourage it. Also, the addition of multiplayer content in the season pass straight away is also, I don't think that's a good idea. But anyway, I'll leave that for later. Moving on. So this is developed and published by CI Games. This open beta version has 2 missions, but a large open area to explore. If you remember previous Sniper Ghost Warrior games, the single player just went from mission to mission. But this is a big change with this title. You now have a large open area to explore. So you get dynamic weather conditions, day-night cycle, customized weapons, equipment, accessories and vehicles, and drones. So I guess similar to the Fallout series or the Far Cry series. A large open area with multiple things to do, but the main story component is the main missions which you pick up and go from mission to mission. So you take the role of an American sniper named Jonathan North, who's dropped into enemy territory in northern Georgia, as the country is dissolving into a civil war. So let's jump in and I'll show you just some basics of the gameplay and the mechanics. Okay, so here we are in the main base. So what we have here, we have a bed over there. So that's a way to, I guess, if you're injured, I think you can heal up a little bit, and you can obviously fast forward time. You go there and you can go from day to night, night to day, so on and so forth. Similar to other games. So what else we have? We have a weapon cache. So let's go into here and have a look, see how it works. So we have a few different weapon types in here. So a primary weapon. So at the moment we've got this one, and this is where you can purchase bullets, different types of bullets. Your secondary weapon. At the moment we've got the AK-47, and we've got a sidearm, and we have other things as well. We have a knife for that close combat. We have some healing and gadgets. So we have a drone, a possibility of a drone here, and what I like is the throwing knives. So we got C4. So you need to purchase them to actually get them. So there you go, and buy. So yes, I'll buy these. So there they go. They're in there. So we got C4. Check some of those in, and buy. Armor, basic stuff. I'm not sure, obviously being an open beta, the amount of content in here, I don't know if this is going to increase a large amount or if this is it for the whole game. We have a few of the things we can possibly do. If you go into the weapon here, you can see you have possibly you'll be able to change these scopes in the future and stuff like that and unlock more, but at the moment it doesn't seem to be available. Okay, so that is the basic weapon stuff there. So we also have here, this is the main area where you can pick up missions. So see, these are the 2 missions we currently have. So we'll start this one. We'll say yes, let's go. Okay, so we picked up that mission there. So we'll go and do that in a moment. But what I want to show you over here is a workbench. So what we can do is, it seems like we'll be able to customize certain things and make items. If you don't have the currency, because this is your currency up here, if you don't have that, you can also use resources. So you get resources from dead bodies and also a few other things here and there. So it looks like we might be able to possibly craft this stuff, but I don't know if there's going to be modifications that you can do in here, customization. Hard to say at the moment, but you can definitely craft this stuff with the resources you pick up. So that seems like it's pretty cool. Okay, now let's go to the mission, and we'll try and take on this guy we've been assigned to assassinate. So let's leave our little home base here out of the cave, and here we are in the open world. Pretty cool way to exit as well. A little rope down here and to the car. But before we jump in the car, I just want to show you the map to show you the scale of the world we have available at the moment. So that's the little safe house that we have, and that is what we have at the moment. So not a bad size, but I wonder how much they're going to open up, obviously, when the full game is released. Obviously, you see that there seems to be stuff around here, so maybe that will be the full amount. Maybe it's going to, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times this amount, but obviously a lot of speculation there. Okay, so let's head down to this location. We can actually fast travel to these areas if you want to, but I just want to show you some of these, I guess, points of interest on the way. This area here, so this is a point of interest. So if we stop, I'll show you what you do. So if we run up here, now we have an ability which is, I guess, kind of point out things of interest or observations. So you want to get to the top of the pointers to get up there, and you can look around and there's no way in. But what you can do is if you hold down control, it shows you certain areas which you can interact with. So if you go up to this one, hit space, you can then jump to it. Jump to the next one, jump to the next one. Then we can go around. Very kind of Assassin's Creed, you know, certain areas to jump onto. It's okay. It adds a little bit of you know, a different mechanic from the basic just basic combat. You know, there's a little bit of fun in this type of movement. Very automatic. You're just kind of pointing and looking in the right direction. And there we go. So now we're on top of here. So the point of interest is actually down the bottom, and it's just a suitcase. So there we go. So let's loot it. And there we go. We got some mechanical parts. So that will be important going forward for if you start running out of money, I guess, or maybe customized items might come into play. So then we drop down here. Take a bit of fall damage, but that's okay. Pretty cool. Visually it looks pretty cool. I quite like the design of it so far. The environments are quite nice. Looks like you'd be able to get other vehicle types as well. I've seen things around. There's a helicopter, which I could... It said it was locked, so I assume you're going to be able to interact with that. And other vehicles, I've seen a tank, which I tried to get in, and once again it said it was locked. I don't know if that's implying that at some point you will unlock it, or if it's just not unlockable ever, which will be interesting to see. So there we go. It's pretty cool, pretty easy to drive, easy to get around, but you know, good example here of there's just not a lot in this world. It's very barren and empty, but that seems to be what they're trying to achieve anyway. You know, this area is meant to be a war zone. It's meant to be like this. So I can understand if that's their goal. Or maybe they're going to spend some time over the next few months before release and actually put some more life into the open world. Obviously, it's their decision, but I don't think it's necessary, but it would be nice once you finish the game to be able to go and explore more and see weird things. And that's the appeal of the Fallout games, the whole component around you can just go and run forever and you always find interesting stuff. Okay, so we can see our target over there. So we want to park up initially so we don't alert them. The sign up here is actually the fast travel point. So if you were to use the fast travel, you would appear here. Okay, so I have been to this area before, so I know that there is some people over here in a hut. 2 of them unaware of my presence. Pretty cool. Some pretty cool lines from the characters around the place, which is nice. Really puts you in that state of immersion in the game, so it's quite good. Okay, so I think it's around here. Yes. Okay, so there's one. Let's try and take him out. There we go. There's one down. And there's another one in here. But what we can do as well, which is pretty cool, is you can interrogate them. So get a bit of information out of them. And it helps you with the mission as well. It gives you an indication of their location of more guards. You'll see it soon. And there we go. We've got some more loot there, some bullet heads for that crafting, and we can actually loot the body. So, and after you loot the body, you can also grab the body to move it to another location if you're trying to be really sneaky, which is really good because they will be alerted if they see another body around. So that's pretty cool. You know, move stuff around. And let's loot this body as well. So now something I want to show you. So if you're approaching this mission here, so to get that target there, you think let's get a point of, you know, a high vantage point. So let's just use that ability again to see where to go. So once again, you can see this is kind of like a little path saying go this way because this seems to be designed to let you go up here. Okay, so let's go up we go. Let's get to the top. Once again, it is quite cool. I quite like the little bit of difference of, you know, a little bit of a platforming, I guess you could say. Okay, and so we just want to peek over the edge. Okay, just to explain what's going on here. So I've got the button down which is highlight the points of interest. So we have 8 meters in front of us here. This is the sniper point. This is the way it's suggesting for me to go. Now over there is the new objective, which is recover the drone. So we don't have to do that. Now if I go up to this point here, it's going to say, you know, this is heavily guarded, look for another direction. Now the thing is, I'm kind of torn if I like this or not, because on one hand it's saying go to these points and, you know, follow this rule that we're suggesting. I kind of want them just not to do that. In a way, I'd rather let you figure it out yourself. But I guess it's being early stages, it might change as the game goes on. Might be a kind of a learning point. So yeah, you could stay up here and we could snipe these guys. But the thing is, you take out 1 or 2 of them and they're going to be alerted to your presence. So let us get round to that point over there, and I'll show you what's going on when we get on top of that roof. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone round and I've come up top here to use the zip line to get down to this area without anyone seeing me. So here we go. A little bit of frame rate issues there, but it's okay. Okay, so here we are. Let's hop down here. Now, as I said, I've done this level before, so I know that in this building is the way to get to the top. But you can see, if you come up to here and press that button again, the make things visible, you can see there's certain levels everywhere that you could probably scale. So it's pretty cool. It gives you a lot of options. But once again, it's kind of really suggesting a way of least resistance. By every now and again, it'll give you a hint to go this way to obviously get a better vantage point to take out the general and to get the drone, stuff like that. But there is options there. Okay, so I think there might be somebody in here. Let's just sneak around. No, that's good. Okay, let's go up top. So we're just trying to sneak around to get on the roof to take out the general and to find that drone. So I don't think we can get up that way. So which way do we go? We're looking for a way up to the roof. Ah, here we go. So jump up here and up. So it's pretty cool. You move around pretty quickly. I quite like that. It's not slow and clunky when traversing these areas. It's a pretty quick animation. And you can do things as well where you can kind of just pop your head up a little bit if you want to check it out before coming up. Okay, so that way is blocked, so I need to find another way. And there's always another way. Ah, here we go. That's right, I remember this now. So come out here, and we need to hang on this ledge here. So once again, fire up the helper to see which way to go. So and climb up all the way to the roof. Pretty cool. Okay, here we are. To take him down, then hop along here and get the drone. So it's just over here somewhere, and then once we've taken this drone, we can there take out the general. So we've got that drone, and the last thing we do is then go over here and see the general. He's hiding in one of those windows there. You can see his little emblem above him, so you know where he is. And let's take him out. And here we go. Headshot. Going for the headshot. And missed anyway. So I just take a body shot. There we go. And he's down. So there you go. As you can see, it's a big step forward for this franchise. It's not anything we haven't seen before. As I mentioned, Far Cry series, the Fallout series, similar as open world shooters. The difference, of course, is with those games, you generally turn into a superhuman being and, you know, have all these powers and all these awesome weapons. With this one, it seems like you're probably just going to stay as a normal sniper. So you're going to have to generally approach all the situations as a sniper. You're going to have 3 specialities, kind of for close to combat, more of actually long range sniper as opposed to the close combat, and just a middle warrior type of, you can do a jack of all trades. But it's that difference of instead of being able to destroy an entire army at the blink of an eyelid, you're actually still going to be quite easy to kill. So you're going to need to approach everything how you want to, but still as a sniper. So I like that. I like the open world combat, the component. It's a really good idea. And whilst I think currently the open world seems very barren, and simplistic, it's a good way to keep you immersed and engaged in the game, without just going from mission after mission, as we saw with previous Ghost Warrior titles. So you can really kind of take a break, but stay within the game and go and explore a few areas, find a couple little secrets here and there, maybe just go for a drive, and then go back to another mission. Or just go to another mission entirely as well. It seems that it's going to be quite open to choose where you want to go. So it'll be interesting to see how the story plays out in this format. So I guess my overall summary of the game. Currently, it looks very promising. The game currently has quite a few bugs and flaws, but of course this isn't a finished product. As I said, this is a beta, so it's going to have these things, so we got to give it a bit of grace around these things like this. The reason this game may appeal over the other kind of open world shooters is that sniper gameplay component, now in an open world setting. I did find a little bit of frustration here and there with the missions. So even though they let you approach the situation any way you want, it still tries to point you in a certain way to achieve the goal. So certain locations to shoot from. Almost a path of least resistance that they want you to travel. But you don't have to. But it seems that things fall into place easier if you follow their kind of clues. So I don't particularly like that, but I can see why they've done it. I think maybe they need to give you an option when the game is released to say, do you want these kind of hints going forward, or just approach it any way you want, and we won't give you suggestions. So I'm looking forward to this release, as I've always enjoyed the Sniper Ghost Warrior games. I hope you enjoyed this little preview. Leave me some feedback below in the comment section. Thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe for future content from myself here at Downtime Distraction. So until next time, this is Mish, and I'll see you later.